Millions of years ago in the Dreamtime, there was no moon, just small glowing campfires dotting around the country like tiny stars shimmering in a marvelous galaxy. The moon lived on Earth. He had a wonderful, happy life. He had 2 young, playful sons, as well as 2 gorgeous middle-aged wives. But would his marvelous life stay like this without end? One day, Moon's sons wanted to go fishing. "My beautiful grown-up boys," exclaimed Moon.
The young, skillful sons of Moon set out to go hunting at the cool Billabong. They crept through the humid jungle. It was like it walking through a shower. The boys were hunting like mad, while the fish were attracted to the boys' brown legs. They thought they were mud hidey holes. They had a great catch. Then, suddenly, their spirits rose, and they felt as if they needed to cause trouble. When they had had enough food for the family, they decided to have a feast. This was a good idea, assumed one son. "I agree," believed the other. They cooked the fish on the yawning, misty campfire. "What are we to do with these bones?" asked the other son. Then they placed the rotting bones in the grass-woven baskets. They started their long journey home through the rainforest with the baskets on their shoulders.
Moon's sons returned from the Billabong, but brought back only scrawny fish bones. "They're just bones," shouted Moon. The son said quietly, "We were wrong. We will try again and do right." The boys went again to the dark Billabong. Again, they did not bring back the meat. Instead, they brought back fish bones. They did not apologize for what they had done. Moon was tremendously enraged in his mind. Will he punish the boys, or will he forgive them?
Guys.
Moonman was determined to punish the boys. "Hope you like funerals, because it might be yours soon," whispered Moon as the boys and mothers slowly drifted to sleep like the tide coming in. Moon soundlessly tiptoed out of the timber hut. He set to work. While the others slept, Moon built a trap. "Tweet, tweet, tweet, tweet," sang the birds in the morning sunrise. It was like a silhouette of 3 wolves howling in front of a red and orange sunrise. When his weary sons came out, he told them to use the trap in the big blue Billabong. The boys vivaciously skipped to the Billabong. Moon followed the boys like a cat pestering a mouse. He hid in the shrubbery. When Moon thought the time was right, he picked up a stick shaped like a caveman's club, and then Moon pounced. Moon broke the boys. He broke them up. "They're just bones!" exclaimed Moon. He struggled to stuff the boys into the trap, but somehow Moon managed to. He pushed them through the soggy sand and into the murky water. Moon lurked back to the campsite and sat next to a large grey rock.
"Where are our sons?" the mothers asked curiously. "Fishing," lied Moon. He said it like he knew everything in the world. The boys weren't back at the camp. It was nearly pitch black. It was like only one candle was lit in a giant house. The mothers crept out in the dark night to the muddy Billabong to find their sons. They saw a giant wooden fishing net with wet bones in it. It was their son's bone. They sat there crying like they never had before, but then suddenly they knew who killed their sons.
The angry woman set an out-of-control fire to the wooden campsite. When Moon woke up in a sudden, he saw the fire rushing to him as fast as a rocket. Moon screamed like a girl. "Ah!" He wondered who would have done this, so he climbed up the prickly pandanus tree, and there were his 2 wives standing and looking at him like they wanted revenge. They wouldn't ever forgive him for what he'd done. The hot and burning fire was flaming over him like the brightest moon. Moon shouted out to them, "When you die, you will die forever, but I will come back every month." That is why the full moon rises over the pandanus tree every month.